Hey YouTube, Caleb coming at you guys with my first ever deck profile. I've been playing Odion for the last couple weeks now, and I think this list is definitely the best that I've used so far. This is Odion Kashtira. Now obviously, I think Odion needs another engine in it for it to perform the best. Fiendsmith is obviously the best, but I feel like we don't have access to Fiendsmith yet. Kashtira is another great option for that. And with the recent ban list, I think Unicorn just got way better. So, and I definitely showed this weekend. I went 4-1 on my locals. So let's get right into it. So first, we're going to start with our starters. I just played 3 Mammoth Mark, 3 Anubis, and then 4 copies of the field spell. So pretty standard ratios there, nothing too crazy. This is all pretty mandatory. And then of course the 1 circuit and the old temple. And then this is another controversial part, your ratios you want to run for the traps. I run just 1 serpent and 2 swamp DD. You can run 2 of this. I personally feel like you should run 1 more swamp DD to what you have of your serpents, since it's just so easy to use these 2 to fuse into your fusion, and then the next turn in your bonus turn you flip this back, you set another one. So I feel like I should always have more of these than this, but if you ran 2 and 2, I'm sure it'd be fine as well. But so I ran for that. And here comes the cash engine. I just ran 2 Fenrir, 2 Unicorn, and 1 Birth. I debated on running 3 Unicorn, but I think for my siding patterns, 2 and 2 made more sense ratio-wise. Since going first, I obviously have them all. Going second, I side out these 3 and just leave the Fenrirs in for breakers. But yeah, with Unicorns being so good, just ripping extra deck, especially Ryzeal, detonators to 1, all of Maliss's stuff, they usually just play 1 copy anyway. It's really good, but these ratios are awesome. I saw Kashtira a ton in my hands, and every time I did, I was very thrilled. They did their job. Awesome cards. I'm very happy with it. And then next is just a couple hand traps. I don't run a whole lot. Fua, because they're kind of just mandatory at this point, if you got them. And then 3 Droll, because they're also really good. And then 3 Purge. Of course, 3 Imperm. Nothing too crazy here. Droll's just really good right now. Fua's crazy as well. Purge is really good because of everything in this deck. Nothing can flex with it. And then Imperm's just Imperm. And of course, Purge and Imperm both are good. Also, just set for your combo if you're going first. Alright, and then some breakers I ran. I just ran 2 evenly. The reason why I didn't run 3, honestly, is I couldn't find my 3rd copy. However, with just 2, I was super happy with how often I saw it, and the card's obviously really good. I still kind of sided them out going first, though, for some other good trap cards I have in my side deck. You know, they're really good. And then I ran 3 Droplet. Droplet was honestly kind of cracked. I kept this thing going first and second. Obviously, since you can set it going first, and it's still really good. And then, of course, going second, there's so many things I can use to chain this and send it. Just got big value out of this card. I loved it. Yep. And then just some one-ofs. We just have, of course, the 1 Talents, 1 Verdict, 1 Statue of Anguish, Called By, and Prosperity. This card, you can arguably just side it. My list was just at 41, so this made 42. I was like, whatever, I can fit it in here, and it's searchable. So if you ever start with like Man, the Mark, and treasures in your hand, you can still just activate this and just search it, since you can search for a spell or trap. So that's still pretty good. It's also a great like time con one card too, so it does damage if you have enough stuff set, enough trap cards and stuff, so it's pretty good. And of course, you need this card if you're playing this deck. You need it for all the pops you can get. Alright, so that's all for the main. Like I said, it's 42 cards. Next we'll go for the extra deck. Of course, 2 of the fusion. You shouldn't run 3, and I think 1's not enough, especially how easily you can use this to recycle your trap cards. Great follow-up. I feel like if the game ever goes past turn 2, like if I went first and I stopped them, turn 3, I just do it all again, and it's just super free if I ever lose. And of course, to Rabbit, this card just cracked in this deck, so you set your statue of English pattern. That's the only way it's searchable unless you just hard open it, which I really don't want to do. I can just search with this guy. And then of course the spell and trap pop is really nice. SP, I never really used it, but it's still just one of the best links in the game, so why not use it? That's why also you have 2 Link Spider. I ran 1 for a while, and then Dweller got banned, so I took Dweller out and just replaced it with Link Spider. Link Spider's good, turns your Apophis traps into effect monsters, so you can go into Silhouette Rabbit or SP. Pretty good. That's all for the links. And then just the XEs. Time Thief Redoer. I never really ever use this card. It's very niche. I think I did actually use it for the first time in my last round on Sunday. It was against Fiends of Ryzeal. Just happened to be that. And then Granite. Kind of a dead card unless I know I'm going first. I'll side in my Heavenly Lord package. Just use him to search for that. That's it. And then Cowboy, my Timecon. And then Typhon. My only rank 6 is Crazy Beast. I should be running another rank 6 like Lars, whatever it's called. I can't remember exactly what it's called. But with the Kashtira engine, your board can get kind of clumped up sometimes with the extra body. So I would just use Crazy Beast to have Circuit in my Apophis XZ into this, and then link it off, since you can just reborn this next turn. You can just reborn this next turn. So it is what it is, but that's how I was unclog my boards into a Silver Rabbit and Unicorn usually. So pretty good. Okay, and lastly, just Slayer targets along Garua Aggregator. Be standard. Okay, and lastly, it's just a side. So of course you have to have your Malice Hate, 3 Lancia. I only ran 2 Slayer. I think it was just right. I have a ton of stuff on the side anyway. Plus it's searchable. With the thrusts, so just run the two thrusts. Dester, Lightning Storm, 2 Perulia, and then the Heavenly Lord. And these last 3 cards are just traps. I decided to go with this guy since you can activate them, and then your opponent's standby phase, you just activate like your English or just your Serpent just to activate something, and then still on standby, you plop this guy out and set one of your traps, which is either Different Dimensional Ground, Dreamer Cannon, or D-Barrier. And then as long as you have out the old Temple of the Kings, which lets you activate traps the turn they're set, you can just still in standby just activate one of these, and it's just super free. This will be a match against Blue Eyes, since they can't. This banishes everything, they can't do anything. And then D-Barrier is just good against Blue Eyes and Ryzeal as well. And this was to help me against Malice, but I didn't see it against a Malice player, unfortunately. That was my only loss, was to Malice Fiendsmith. So yeah, that's it. Overall, again, I think I've been playing Pure the whole time I've been playing this deck, and I don't have Ryzeal or the Fiendsmith stuff yet. I think this was the best variant I've played so far. I definitely plan on doing more profiles in the future. I've only been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Since about October, so I'm still relatively new, and I've really just fallen in love with the game. I want to learn as much as I possibly can, so I'm doing these more or less to get more people involved online, just get more input and just tips from people. And obviously, any advice is really appreciated. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this, just let me know. Leave a comment, that kind of good stuff. And I will be seeing you later. Thanks.